Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How are you doing today? I know I'm doing well because it is the fine, fine day where I finally get to play the next installment of one of my favorite series of all time when it comes to 4X and strategy gaming. I've been playing Civilization since I was but a wee lad, and just yesterday, the game finally came out that I've been waiting for pretty much all year, Civilization 6. So I've had a couple hours with it, and I've been very impressed so far. And I thought I'm probably about ready to do a Let's Play for you fine people. Now, you can always go watch Marbazir, and he's much better than me. But the people who do follow my channel and stuff, I'd like to do it for them, and also just because it's what the hell I'm playing these days. So you'll have to excuse me if I don't do terribly well. I think we're going to play on Prince. Prince is something that I can comfortably beat, I feel like, without, too much min-maxing, because I haven't understood all of the min-max aspects quite yet. We're going to play standard, and most things standard. I'm going to do continents. I quite like standard size usually on Civ 5. I haven't really experimented with the different sizes, but I assume they're mostly the same. I'm thinking of a random leader because I haven't had time to really go through and study each one and weigh them carefully, the benefits and the drawbacks and the weaknesses. So I'm just going to go with a random leader because I think that'd be the most fun for us to sort of discover things on our own, new things. And everything else I'm going to leave fine. I do like to take off score victory because I just think score victory is an incredibly cheap way to win. And no turn limit. Yeah. Okay, so I think that all looks good. So we'll load it up and we'll see. Ooh, Kongo. Okay, so I've never played as the Kongo before, obviously. So let's take a look at their abilities. May not build holy site districts, gain great profits, or found religions. Gains all beliefs of any religion that has established itself in a majority of his cities. Okay. So we can't create religions, but we can benefit from them, it looks like. Receive an apostle each time he finishes a mabanza, or theater square district, of that city's majority religion. Okay, not fully sure I understand that, but we'll roll with it. +2 food, +2 production. This is, I suppose, a building. And +4 gold from each relic, artifact, and sculpture. Great work of art. In addition to the usual culture, receive double great writer, great artist, great merchant points. And then we have this unique land unit and a unique district. Okay. Well, let's get started then. And right off the bat, this looks like an incredible starting location. I mean, judging by what I know of Civ 5, not what I know of Civ 6, this looks incredible. We got salt, 2 salts, we got stone, we got jade, and we got wheat. And we're on a river, 2 rivers. Yeah, this is freaking fantastic. We got mountains over here. I know mountains confer some adjacency bonuses on various districts. We got jungle, which also does the same, and then we got some woods. So I think this is an incredible spot. But like I said, I'm not an expert. I hope to become an expert over the following months because I do have a sort of obsessive flair when it comes to civilization, which I intend to maintain. Anyway, the movement has changed. If you're unaware, now that I have 2 movement points, so if I move into the forest, I'm done. I can't move into the forest and then move again. Also, like if I move here, then I can't move into the forest at all because I've already used 1 point. It requires 2 to move through the forest, which is different from the last Civ game. So I don't really have any like open space to sort of scout. I could maybe cross the river. Let's just go this way. Get started. Well, that kind of revealed a large swath. Looks like this might be a potential city spot. Alright, and we need to choose our research. Now, again, if you haven't seen anything of this game, I'll just tell you that one of the major differences is boosts. So, like, every tech has a way that it can be boosted, which means you can pretty much research it in half the time. So, these are kind of hard to plan and add a lot of difficulty and complexity to your sort of tech planning. For example, if I found a city on the coast, I can get sailing in half the time. If I find a natural wonder, I can get astrology quicker, and so on. The first techs don't really have any boosts. We're going to go ahead and grab pottery as is usually done. We have wheat, so we'll be able to grab that wheat. These are going to require mining. This is going to require mining, right? Yeah. This is everything requires mining, so we might want to reconsider that and go for mining, but I think pottery's important because it gets the granary, which doesn't seem to be as good as in the other game, but I know housing is super important. If you don't have enough housing, it really kind of atrophies your growth, so that's a whole new mechanic as well. Speaking of mechanics, let's look at our city screen. You can still manage your citizens just like you could before, although at this point I'm not 100% sure how it works in terms of food and production and all that kind of stuff. I assume it's pretty much the same. So this looks like the best tile, one of these salts. So what do we want to build? I tend to go with the scout first, but I don't think that that's always right in this game. I think they've changed it to where like the early build order is much more variable. In the last game, you pretty much stuck to scout, monument, those kind of things. But now, as far as I can tell, there's not just one set way to do things, especially when it comes to planning all of your boosts. Meet another civilization is important for writing. Slinger, kill a unit with a slinger. So if I wanted to maybe go with a builder, then I could farm a resource, and then I could get irrigation much faster. That might be the way to go, but since it's just kind of one of my first games, I'm going to just stick to the sort of basic plan of getting a scout. Okay, so we can move through here pretty well and get 2 moves. And we actually discovered another continent. Continents seem a little bit weird, but you can do lens and then go to continent, and then for some reason this is another continent. I guess this is the same as Europe and Asia. Where's the exact line where Europe stops and Asia begins? Who knows? Or maybe there is a line. You tell me. Anyway, that's how it works in this game too. Some continents are actually connected together. Your progress towards foreign trade has advanced considerably. So I got a boost for, I think this is a civic actually, if I'm not mistaken. I wish you could move this. Anyway, yeah, it's a civic. So civics can also be boosted. Civics work kind of like policies did in the last game. You can, I'm not really sure how to get to the menu here, but anyway, you get cards, and you have a certain amount of slots depending on what kind of government you have, and the cards confer, various bonuses. It's pretty basic stuff, but it is complicated to master for sure. Okay, next turn. I think I can squeeze through here. I'll just kind of follow this river valley, get the most bang out of my warriors. Haven't found a goody hut yet, which is annoying, but can't always get everything, I suppose. Just keep weaving through marble. That's the first time I've seen that resource. I love the little icons. They put a lot of detail into them. Cotton. That's the first time I've seen that as well. Carrying on. Come across a desert. And still no goody huts. Well, we probably are at a point where we should loop back around. I never like getting my warriors too far away from my capital early game. And I've heard that barbarians are even more vicious in this iteration. So I'm going to sort of loop him back, I think. Let the scout take over where he leaves off. Let's see how long it's going to take me. Because I got to go through hills. And I want to bring him around here so he discovers a little more. But I'm worried it's going to take forever. I suppose we have time, once we get to here, to sort of dip down. I don't see any barbarians coming in the next turn or two. So we'll do that. We'll cross the river over here. And we're almost at the scout, and we're about to grow. I don't like, it doesn't really seem to give you an update on when your cities grow, right? So my city just grew, but it didn't inform me in any way. So that's something I don't really like. But I'm sure they have a reason for doing that. I guess maybe you don't really need to make any decisions when you grow, other than how to manage your citizens if you want. But that's the pretty obvious choice right there. So I haven't totally figured all this out yet. But basically, this gives you a readout of your growth. It's boosted by amenities. Amenities are like luxuries in the last game, but the luxuries work a little differently. As far as I know, one luxury is not good enough for your whole empire. It's only good for 3 cities. And you need more amenities as you grow, and then you get other growth bonuses. You get a multiplier for housing. If you have enough housing, you just get the flat 1, right? I have 6 now. You get extra when you start on water, which is really a big deal, actually. The only thing that I am a little bit confused about in this menu is production, but I guess you can just find the production right over here. So this is just all growth, really. This is for districts, Pantheon. Haven't actually done anything with religion yet, so I guess we'll be figuring that out. All right. So we grew to size 2. There's nothing we really need to do there. So we'll cross the river. We'll just keep exploring. Our scout's about to come out. And then what will we do? I don't know. There's a barbarian scout. Yes, I'm aware of what a scout is. So I can build something else now. Scouts have 3 moves, but they still, like, when I move into this jungle, I'm donezo, right? But at least I can start to get over here. He's got some space to dip down. I don't suppose we'll get lucky enough to actually find a goody hut, but we'll keep trying. Alright, what am I going to produce next? And traditionally, I would go with a monument at this point to try to get some culture. Yeah, I guess we'll go with a monument. Seems like a relatively safe choice. I quit hitting escape to try to go back from the city menu. Got to get used to the UI a little bit. It's a little bit different. It's not that different. It's improved, I want to say.
As if there would be bricks by chance and fortune.
Huh. So Sean Bean's narrations are really good. Anyway, we got pottery. So that basically just means we can build a granary. And we need to choose a new research. I'd love to get irrigation, but like it's not boosted. Anyway, mining is super important because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 different things that need to be mined. And we'll probably be getting a builder right after the monument, unless we decide to go for a granary, which I don't know. I don't know if we'll do that or not right away. All right, we're going to bring him through up here, try to find out what's south of us. See, this is going to use 2 of his moves, and then he can't move across the river because it requires 2. I probably should have gone across the river first. I guess it doesn't really make a big difference. I like that it does slow things down, though, the new movement schema. But you also have to be more thoughtful, like, and it's also going to make retreating really hard. Like, imagine I've got hills to my back, I'm attacking a city, and suddenly they, you know, surge out of the city with units. Well, I'm screwed because I can't retreat over the hills, which I guess is more realistic. So I like all that. Let's move to this hill. We should get a pretty good view, and man, we are getting very, very unlucky with the goody huts. I don't know why, but Frederick. Man, he is super ginger, isn't he? Manchimia. The animations of the AI are just incredible. Okay, so you can just kind of make friends with them right off the bat and swap a little basic information. I got a boost to writing since I met another Civ. I wonder where he is. I guess we'll find out shortly. Still no luck. Man. 8 turns for the monument, 7 turns to growth. So I'm not sure exactly what this does. Basically, I mean, it shows them where my capital is, but I thought they already knew that. Anyway, they're welcome to come try some of our Kongo food. Wait, yams? I don't know. I love how it looks like a map.
Our
Huh.
city-state neighbors have made a request of
I
us.
found a city-state. Alright, so city-states work kind of like they did in the last game. You do things for them, and then instead of getting influence points, you get envoys. Some people say envoys, don't they? Envoys. And depending on the amount of envoys you have, the different bonuses you get. You can read about them here. If I can get 6, I get +4 gold in every commercial hub district. Anyway, if I get more than any other civilization, I get their unique bonus, which is trade routes to foreign cities earn 1 gold for each luxury resource at the destination. And then you get some suzerain bonuses, like they follow you into war, you know, blah, blah, blah. So, they each have unique symbols this time, too, which is really cool. Because last time they just had symbols based on what kind of city-state they are, but now they each have unique symbols, like Toronto's is a maple leaf, and etc. So that's really cool. All right. You know, I don't... Okay. It's like, how do I get rid of that menu? I know it's not escape. Alright, new city-state quest is trigger a Eureka for sailing. I can probably do that. Found a city on the coast. No, that's not going to happen, actually. We can forget about that, Amsterdam. Let's go into the jungle here, I guess. Never getting too far away from our city. Do we want to cross the river or perhaps look up north? We'll go ahead and cross. I can't believe it uses 3 turns to cross the river. That seems weird. Did it use 3 or did he already move?
We are, by the grace of
England.
God, Victoria, Queen of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland, and soon, dare I say, the Empire.
I don't like her attitude. I don't like the cut of your jib, Missy. But I'll go ahead and say it's an honor to meet you, because I'm not ready for war yet. I'm a newbie. Be gentle.
Enacting new policies in our government can be...
Okay, so Code of Laws is going to unlock 4 cards. And then out of those cards, I have space for a military card and a economic card. So for military, I can choose double experience for recon units, +5 combat against barbarians. I think that's the obvious choice here. +1 production or +1 faith and +1 gold. We go with early production. So those aren't super powerful, those 2 that I just did, but I believe they get more and more powerful as you go on. As is the way with most Civ games. Alright, we're going to loop through the jungle. That's England, right? Not a barbarian. Okay. Oh, we got to choose a new Civ. So we can do Craftsman, which is boosted by improving 3 tiles. I think we can get a builder to do that soon, but maybe not. This one's already boosted, so it might make more sense to just do this. It allows you to do joint wars. It allows you to get this card, which helps you produce naval units, and this card, which is more from trade routes, and also just to build traders in the first place. So I guess we'll grab that one. Germany's checking us out. I'm getting a little bit far here, but I want to see. So is that must be Germany. Probably is Germany. You know, I guess I can let my scout handle this and bring my warrior back up through here, because we want to know what's here. It's close to us.
Quit digging.
Thank you, John. Yeah, so this is your basic mining. Doesn't seem like anything too new there. What do we want next? Animal husbandry, or I'm thinking irrigation. We don't really need irrigation, do we? I mean, do we need irrigation for wheat? We don't. No. You just grab it. So we don't really need irrigation that badly. Whereas writing seems like it's valuable because we can build a library and also a district, which is a campus. Astrology would help me get some early faith. It's also giving me a citizen slot. I'm still not sure how citizen slots work. I assume they're kind of like specialists in the last game. Sailing seems pretty much useless since we're far from the coast. But archery would be nice. She actually build an archer. Let's go with writing. I like playing kind of a tech-based game usually, so we'll go for that, and I feel like that's a pretty good place to end the video. Thanks, guys. I'm going to keep this series going. I hope you're enjoying Civ 6 as much as I am. I'm just like giddy like a schoolgirl with this fucking thing because, you know, it's been 5 or 6 years since the last one came out, and I've been playing the last one for the whole time, 5 or 6 years. We finally have something new to sort of, you know, reinvigorate my passion and love for Civ. So I'm happy. I hope you guys are happy too. Leave me a like and just check out the rest of the videos. Thanks. Bye.